But at the time at your lowest, I'm gonna give you a check and say, pick it up, let's go.
Shit.
Magkano yan dyan? Nasaan ba ang isang Jon Herrera?
Ang sarap ng buhay nasa Boracay.
Ay, oo nga. We miss you already, brother.
Number 23, Jordan.
Kung napapansin nyo, parang kulang yata tayo na dito. Pag alas 12 na, it's THOC time!
Is it the guest list?
What?
Bakit ako nandito?
Parang bago to
She go up to the DJ booth, she's like, I love hip-hop, play like that, Tupac, do that.
Pwede tayong maglagay ng ng mga pitch.
Ano bang meron sa multiverse? Ano ba yan? Avengers ba yan? Yan ba yung ano?
Pag samasamahin na natin bro, mapa-Avengers, DC, Star Wars.
Lakers?
I'm a huge fan of the Lakers right now. Ikaw, John.
Superman. I'm a Superman dude.
DC.
Yeah, DC.
I know that
This is the only we can produce.
more than a week. I remember the last time that you said it won't happen again. Maybe it's your memory, or maybe you're in a loop of bad behavior. I don't wanna.
Natatandaan mo pa ba, Ray? Paano nagsimula to?
Yeah bro,
Podcast to.
super excited ni Jon regarding this podcast.
This is the very first The Guest List podcast episode wherein forever, Jon will no longer be joining us.
Kailangan talaga sa buhay mahirapan.
Daming times niyang sinabi sa akin na Casey will fold. Yun yung term niya eh. Yeah, Casey will fold. Yeah, she'll fold. Kung nag-PPM pa yan sa'yo ng madaling araw at kung ano man, at first thing in the morning, it means he's still. Welcome back sa The Guest List. My name is JV Advincula.
Ryan Tanyada.
And of course,
Jon
Jon
Herrera.
Herrera. Cheers muna tayo, brother.
Bro. Cheers natin si Jon.
Of course. Jon, cheers.
Bro.
Baka straightin mo yan, ha?
Anong episode na tayo, bro?
Episode 26.
Aba, ni-straight nga.
Di naman. Wow.
Baka na-miss nila tayo.
Time check. 2 in the afternoon.
Anong show ulit to?
The Guest List.
The Guest List.
This is The Guest List. Yes, so it's been a while since we had an episode of The Guest List. Kailan nga ba yung last natin? Season 6. And we'll go right into it. Kung makikita nyo, dalawa lang kami ni Ryan dito sa The Guest List. And it is with a very sad heart na our partner, our brother, Mr. Jon Herrera, has joined our creator. And we're doing this podcast. Para saan nga ba?
Yeah, to celebrate his life.
Of course. Itong podcast na to is to celebrate Jon Herrera's life, his legacy, and basically a tribute.
Yeah.
Itong The Guest List is actually the brainchild of the three of us, me, Ryan, and Jon. Natatandaan mo pa ba, Ray? Paano nagsimula to?
Yeah, bro.
Podcast na to.
Super excited ni Jon regarding this podcast kasi I remember ito yung time ng kainitan ng podcast ni Morenx.
Yes.
'Di ba? Yung More with Morenx, and then sabi niya na parang nagmo-monetize si Morenx, she's doing well. We can do the same, 'di ba? And then sobrang pa niya talagang we have to do this. Nag-iisip na siya kung sino yung mga gi-guest natin, kung paano natin siya po-promote. I remember pinag-uusapan pa natin saan ba tayo mag-focus on promoting it, sa Facebook ba, Spotify ba, sa YouTube ba. Yung mga ganung bagay na honestly bro, I mean we might have the idea, pero yung when comes to yung talagang ipupush and yung talagang kung paano siya i-market, si Jon talaga yung when comes to podcast and Spotify, yun talaga yung forte ni Jon.
Actually, totoo yan. And not just for the podcast. Si Jon has plenty of ideas.
Sobra.
And then, even us, when we talk about ideas, si Jon yung number one cheerleader. Na parang, kaya yan. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, I can do it. Ganon.
For Jon kasi there's no such thing as wild idea.
Mm.
Kasi si Jon talagang, any idea talaga, alam mo yun, na minsan tayo napapaisip tayo, wait lang, parang, kaya ba yun? Possible ba yun? Pero for Jon, it's always possible eh.
Exactly. Kaya nga siya tinawag na Limitless Jon. Kasi there's no limit na parang, if you can have all these ideas, it's just up to you. You're just putting the limit to yourself. And with Jon, tayo, proof, we're a testament to how he thinks, how he influences people, diba? And how he helps all of us, diba? So, yun na nga, this is the very first the Guest List podcast episode wherein forever Jon will no longer be joining us. Medyo mahirap pa siyang sikmurain or tanggapin. Pero it is what it is. Jon has joined our creator, and I'm pretty sure he's looking down from up above, watching us, making a fool of ourselves right now.
Nang naka-shades.
Nang naka-shades. Diba? Kung siguro meron tayong patron dito, siya parang unlimited stock yata doon. Diba? At good luck sa mga kasama niya doon. Dahil kung hindi nyo pa na ma-experience painumin ng kahit ayaw nyo, papainumin niya kayo. At baka kagatin pa kayo. That's the Jon Herrera we know. So anyway, Rai, what are the things that we can talk about today to celebrate the life of our brother, Jon Herrera?
We should start off history, paano natin siya nakilala siguro.
Oh.
Right? From the start. Kung paano ba nag-start?
Why don't you go ahead?
So, I know Jon more than 10 years na ata, no? Yeah, I think so, yeah. More than 10 years. You guys, I'm not sure if you still remember this. You connected me with Jon kasi I have a project before na una kitang sinabihan, minessage kasi yung project na yun is something out of my scope. I have a client na malaki talaga and he's talking about something about cryptocurrency, which I am not that educated yet that much. And we're talking about like not millions, billions pa nga yung pinag-usapan namin that time. It's sobrang crazy nung project na yun. And then sinabihan kita, then sabi mo sa akin, bro, that's also out of my scope kasi hindi mo rin alam when it comes to crypto. Pareho tayong may hindi alam sa crypto. And then you connected me with Jon. Sabi mo, this guy knows so much about crypto, ganyan. And the funny thing about it lang kasi nung time na yon, yung hindi pa ganun ka-sophisticated yung cryptos kasi unlike now na meron na silang tinatawag na parang blockchain. And during that time, hindi pa ganun ka-available yung parang yung face or yung sa cryptocurrency yung ganun, yung blockchain sobrang rare. Unlike now that you can find it. Nakakapanghinaya nga yung time na yun kasi kung nakahanap kami dyan that time, sobrang laki ng project na yun. Pero alam mo yun, para sa akin kasi parang even though hindi nag-materialize yung project namin ni Jon, we still kept yung relationship. Minsan we still message and call each other once in a while, ganto ganyan. Tapos knowing Jon, 'di ba, mahilig siya mag-send ng mga quotes, ng mga video or whatsoever very randomly. So nag-send siya sa akin ng mga ganun. Tapos nag-react siya sa mga post ko, everything. So alam mo yun, we kept each other kahit hindi nag-materialize yung ano. Parang alam namin sa isa't isa na one way or another will cross paths again, and for some reason alam ko na will work somewhere, something hindi ko pa alam kung ano. And then ito na nga yun yung The House of Collab, THOC. So
that's grabe, no? Imagine mo yun, more than a decade.
Yeah, more than a decade.
Diba? That's something that's very special to you, I believe, definitely. And syempre tayong tatlo, when we talk about what we have right now, the House of Collab, the guest list, it's very I'm a loss for words. Very catastrophic to hear the news that our brother is no longer gonna be with us. So, I guess, for me naman, I'd like to begin by saying, who Jon Herrera is. Actually, si Jon Herrera, known as Johnnyverse, DJ, and also Limitless Jon. Sino ba si Jon Herrera ngayon? He's a father, a husband, a father of two, and of course, a coach, a mentor, and a brother for all of us. So currently, to all the people that are watching and listening, siguro kilala nyo si Jon Herrera as a co-founder namin ni Ryan dito sa the House of Collab. He's also our Chief Marketing Officer. But Jon is, we all know Jon is more than that. Diba? To the people that are listening also, I think some of you also remember Jon as part of our streaming agency before the House of Collab. And then also Jon does and did a lot of things for our high fashion brands. So he did a lot of things for Illest Philippines, Illest USA, and a bunch of brands. So Jon is all over the place. There's no such thing as a limited thing na dito lang si Jon Herrera. Napakadami niyang ginagawa at tinutulungan ng mga tao at mga businesses. So, but before that, here's how I know Jon before I met him. Dati, syempre, I think this was early 2000s. Syempre, medyo, alam naman natin, Jon is, I think, 42 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. At a very young age, sad to say. So, paano ko siya, how did I know about Jon? What I know about Jon? Yung nightlife industry, he's one of the pioneers that started it. He started as a young promoter. I think for Steve Mills, I think. Google nyo na lang si Steve Mills. He's also a legend in the nightlife industry. He started promoting, I'm not sure what clubs they are, but dun namulat si Jon sa, I think, here in the Philippines. But I believe he has some background when he was in the United States. So fast forward, he was one of the owners and industry movers of the nightlife scene. Not to mention Embassy.
Yung pinakasikat na super club that time. I think that is the first na pinaka
Yes.
sobrang sikat na
Like legit club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super club talaga.
So, he's also a DJ. That's why Johnnyverse ang kanyang DJ name. And for those who don't know, why Johnnyverse? Ikaw ba alam mo ba Johnnyverse?
Feeling ko, hindi ko
Sige,
masyado alam.
go.
Pero knowing Jon who believes in multiverse, yung mga ganun-ganun, mga parang alam mo yun. So, yun yung iniisip ko, kaya baka Johnnyverse.
Well, that's true naman in a way, but I mean, how he became Johnnyverse was back in the day, kanina pinag-usapan natin yung mga cool shades outfit ni Jon. Back then, he was wearing all these like printed or whatever things that looks like Versace.
Okay. Yung pala Versace pala yun.
So,
Okay.
fashionista talaga tong brother natin na to. If we can see photos of Jon before, yun daw ang pormahan niya. So, nabansagan siyang Johnnyverse. Dati talaga Johnny Versace. Pero
Okay.
Johnnyverse. And even prior to that, itong si Jon, medyo hindi lang medyo, celebrity to.
Yes.
Nagmo-modeling to si Jon
Oh,
Herrera.
yes.
Kaya nga yung Zoolander na inasar natin sa, ano ba yan? Ano yan? The Magnum.
Yeah.
The Magnum Post. He was in this industry. The entertainment, the nightlife and events industry. So, fast forward natin. Sige. Jon also is, sinabi ko nga in one of our podcasts, si Jon is the curator of one of the first and biggest music festival.
Yeah.
Yun ang 7107.
707.
Yes. I think for most people, that's what they remember of Jon because his group, Styles Entertainment, ang nagdala ng Red Hot Chili Peppers and Kendrick Lamar. I forgot what year that was, pero most of the people know him because of that feat. Diba?
Andun ba si Steve Aoki or ibang...
Iba pa yun.
Iba pa yan.
And good thing that you mentioned that, Rai, kasi isa pang pagkakakilala ko kay Jon Herrera is he's the guy that has the connections to bring in international DJs dito sa Philippines.
Alam mo yung isa sa kinakabilib ko rin kay Jon. I mean like, bro, we have to admit this. My connection is good, your connection is good. But Jon's connection is way above there. Like,
I haven't met anyone compared to Jon's network.
Like, kunwari, for some reason, na parang, kunwari, ito gusto niya, he wants to meet this person or he wants to know this person. For some reason, talagang there's a way for him para to meet that person. Na nagugulat din ako na, wow, Jon. Like, I mean,
apart from he's very well connected, he's a very easy to approach person. Ang ganang feeling.
Yeah.
Kaya that's why he has a lot of friends. And at the same time, if there is no connect, he will find a way.
Yun nga eh.
He will
always find a way. Mga ano si Jon talaga when it comes to network. I think that's one of his talaga strength.
Agree.
Yung network ni Jon. Like unlimited talaga kahit sino kayang i-meet or makilala ni Jon.
Alam mo yun, baka sabihin kasi ng mga tao, syempre nung panahon nyo yan. Fast forward to THOC, we were trying to get Bella Porch. He was able to reach Bella Porch. Diba? Hindi na natin, namin age bracket yon pero Jon still found a connect, diba?
Tsaka for si Jon, hindi lang sa network niya. Si Jon hindi na hiya, hindi na like, I remember one of hindi ko na sabihin anong brand or yung anong to. But meron tayong promote before. I remember yung story niya na parang nasa isang party sila tapos parang inantay talaga niya yung tao na yun. Tapos nung nagkaroon siya ng chance, he grabbed that chance, pinuntahan niya talaga, kinausap talaga niya yung tao na yun so that nagkaroon siya ng connection with that person. So alam mo yun, aside sa pagiging well-connected ni Jon, kasi he's well-connected for him to be in that party in the first place, di ba?
Exactly.
And then, at the same time, hindi talaga siya nahiya. He'll do everything para kung gusto ka niyang makausap, gusto ka niyang makilala, he'll always find a way.
Agree. And that's how Jon is. And then, of course, that's the background that I know about Jon. But syempre, fast forward, he was also in the finance and insurance industry. He's also in the mentorship, life coaching, business coaching, and then we were also in some investments in. Diba? Doon na tayo, nagsama-sama.
I actually remember sabi mo during your other talks na parang you idolize Jon sa
yes.
sa part na yun.
Actually, ito na yung part paano ko nakilala talaga personally si Jon Herrera.
Okay.
A little context. Ako kasi, I've mentioned in my previous podcast, I'm a nursing student, hindi naman rich family, hindi naman maraming kilala. Medyo nahatak ako into going to clubbing. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Na naging gimikero ako. Yung gimikero na yan is, ang tawag dyan is when you go to the clubs, nung panahon namin, Embassy, bago-bago ni Raven White Ave, QC, Manor, Decades, yang mga yan. Yan yung naabutan ko. Na I fell in love in this industry wherein I wanted to know more. So, when I wanted to know more, ito yung basic na tanong sa akin noon. Parang, sobrang daming powerful people dito. Sobrang daming mayayaman, magaganda, celebrities, artists. How are all these people joining, being in one place? Diba? Paano nangyari yan? And I found out na these people are the owners, are the promoters, the marketing that bring all these people together. So imaginein mo yun, Rai. Pupunta ka sa isang venue, makita mo si Ann Curtis, makita mo sila Isa Calzado, makita mo sila Georgina Wilson, diba? Sinong tao ayaw makapunta doon? Diba? So ako, being me, I investigated and learned about the nightlife industry. And by then, I found out who was the guy really behind all this. I mean, I'm not saying Jon is the one who really built everything, but I chose a guy.
Yeah.
And I chose Jon Herrera na aking inidolize. Bakit? Kasi, sabi ko, gusto ko ng ganitong buhay. Na I'm at the DJ's booth, I'm at the VIP table, VVIP table, I'm surrounded by celebrities and powerful people. I want this life. Sabi ko, syempre, bata ako eh. Diba? Doon natatak sa utak ko ang isang Jon Herrera. Sabi ko, Styles Entertainment. Gusto kong maging katulad niya. In short, idol ko talaga si Jon. And I'm not shy saying that. I've been saying that for the most of the time, even up until, this year, we're talking. Like yung sinasabi, idol ko yan si Jon. Diba? But I never met him. I see him from afar. Pero, may funny story, share ko lang. So I wanted to become a promoter. So when I wanted to become a club promoter, I was with a group of people. I was with sila Wesley, Soon, sila Kenneth, Ryan, sila Bingo. Ganyan.
Goodfellas.
Yes, Goodfellas. There's Goodfellas, there's Stylus Entertainment, and I forgot the other one, yung kila Stephen.
Stephen Koo?
Yes, so Stephen's also.
Yeah.
Stephen and Jon are up there already. So, noong time na yon, isa ako sa mga guest ng Goodfellas. Ako ini-invite nila to attend the parties. Tapos noon, I saw a posting that Jon shared on Facebook. I don't know if it's Facebook or Friendster, but I saw it somewhere that they're hiring. Ako naman si Mokong, nakita, kahit ano pa yan, dahil idol ko si Jon, inattendan ko yung job interview.
Hindi ko alam yan, ha? Hindi ko alam yung story.
Inattendan ko, bro. Turns out that this job interview is not for Styles Entertainment.
For Goodfellas?
Not also Goodfellas. It's kasi Styles Entertainment is events, nightlife. Turns out it was an interview for Status Magazine.
Okay.
That apparently Jon and her sisters own. So pumunta pa ako niyan sa Makati. Naka semi-corporate pa, ganyan. And it was her sister that interviewed me.
So, you didn't met Jon
Not
doon?
yet.
Hindi pa rin? Okay.
Hindi pa rin.
Okay.
Like literally there's no hi hello.
Okay.
For all these years that I idolized Jon. So in-interview ako ng sister, ganyan. I'm sorry, I forgot na who, but which sister. I'm sorry, but I was there in the I think it was the Grey One Social. I think green belt. I don't know if my green belt.
Yung mga shoes, Grey One Social?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Kila Jon din yun.
Alam mo yung mga bagay na tipong dati sobrang putok na putok or yung tipong sobrang sikat like Grey One Social, Embassy.
Trilogy.
Yung mga trilogy, mga ganyan. Yung tipong sa atin sobrang sikat niya. Tapos mapapaano ko nang, ay, si Jon pala yun.
Exactly.
Alam mo yun, di ba, like, ganun ka, si Jon na...
Kung sobrang close na siguro natin si Jon nun, baka dami nating shoes tsaka
yes.
But anyway, so I had that interview. Ang ending of that interview, she said na parang, I think you're more inclined to meet my brother. So parang, ako, sige, yes, sige.
Yes ka talaga.
Siyempre, idol mo yun eh, di ba? Actually, I thought siya nga talaga yung kakausapin ko. Pero buti na lang hindi siya. Baka kasi ba wala akong masabi noon. Di ba? So, we exchanged numbers and then she gave me the number of Jon. The funny thing is, I never really texted Jon. I never. You know why? Not because I didn't want to. Starstruck factor ako. Na parang putang ina-idol ko to. Te-text ko lang parang, hindi ko alam. Parang when you compose a text, ano ba? Hi bro, hi pare, hi tol. I don't know eh. Okay, hi Jon or hi Sir Jon. I don't know.
At magre-reply ba?
Isa pa yun na parang, baka naman sinasabi ng sister ni Jon na parang, hindi, sige, hindi ka tanggap, pero ito na lang, bahala ka na. Diba?
Yeah.
So it turns out, I never really messaged Jon. What happened was, I told my friends, yung Goodfellas, parang, uy, nag-apply ako sa Styles. Ganyan. And the person who told me, na hindi, gusto mo pala maging promoter. mag-Goodfellas ka na lang. It was Kenneth So. So sa Goodfellas kasi, alam mo naman si Wesley So,
Yes.
yung ating brother din.
Yeah.
Super close kami ngayon, pero hindi siya yung una ko naka-close eh. It was Kenneth So. Yes.
Nakikita ko yun sa mga posts mo before, Kenneth. So.
Yes. So sabi sa akin ni Ken, dito ka na lang, ganyan. So ako naman, parang, I was really parang surprised that someone was taking me. I have no experience whatsoever. Imbis na mag-take ako ng chances na i-text si John, tinanggap ko na yung sa Goodfellas. After a few months, guess what? Jon Herrera actually texted me
Paano niya nakuha yung number mo?
from her sister.
Okay.
So, yung inaakala,
This is how many months after?
maybe just 1 or 2.
Okay.
Tandang-tanda ako to kasi nung panahon ng tagto yun.
Actually, naman sasabihin ko.
Yeah, I really remember this is why, because the moment he texted me, I freaked out.
Okay.
Like, literally, nag-freak. I'm not exaggerating. I freaked out. Nung panahon na yun, hindi pa uso yung yung nasi-screenshot mo.
Yeah.
Finorward ko lang as in forward kasi ano lang yun yung text lang talaga. Finorward ko pa sa Goodfellas. Parang, bro, totoo ba to? Ganyan-ganyan. Pwede ba akong lumipat? Kasi tinext na ako ni John. At hindi na nila ako pinayagan eventually. So, what I said was, I told John, I replied to John, which is pinaghirapan ko pa yung compose ng message ko na yun. Pinaghirapan ko pa na parang, I replied to, "Hi John, thank you for your message. I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but it's sounded like this. Parang bro, unfortunately, ayaw na akong payagan umali."
You said no to John.
I said no to John.
Yes.
I said no to
John.
Ginawa ko pang medyo mayabang na parang kasi ayaw na akong pakawalan ng Goodfellas. And then John replied, "Okay, cool, bro." Parang something like that. So, that's my first interaction. Text message to him.
That's so John. Yung reply na tipong, yung sobrang eksena, parang cool lang yung reply niya. So John. Then what happened?
And then, syempre, the nightlife happened. We're not really competitors. It's just that we do our own thing. There's Styles, there's us, there's a bunch of other productions. All, depends yan kanya-kanyang territory yan
Yeah.
Dami namin yan. So, I still idolize him. And then, we never really talked. Eto na, fast forward na. Sorry, haba ng explanation ko. Fast forward na, I was working for Chaos and Pangea sa City of Dreams. And one of our international DJs, by the way, sorry, dagdag ko lang Kaya hindi ko idol si John just for a few reasons. Idol ko siya for a bunch of reasons. Share ko lang sa inyo. Jon Herrera was the first person who brought the Kardashians here in the Philippines.
Bro, I won't be shocked. If there's anyone can do that, one of them is John.
Exactly. He's the one. And, eto bro, Lakers. John brought Kobe Bryant here
Kobe.
in the Philippines.
Yeah. Kasi si John, ang daming backstories ni John. What happened after, which is sa amin na lang yung mga stories na yun. What happened din sa mga ganong
John,
event.
don't worry. Your secret's safe. No, I'm just kidding. So, apart from that, Steve Aoki, DJ Vice, a bunch of that. So, fast forward to when I was working in City of Dreams. One of our international DJs was Lil Jon. Si Turn Down for What? Ganyan, di ba? Si, To the Window, To the Wall. And John and her sisters were there. Why? It was because, second time na pala yung kay Lil Jon. The first time that John was there was because of DJ Vice.
Wait, that's the first time you actually met him personally?
Yes. This is the first time that we actually shook each other's hands and say hi, hello.
Okay. Alam niyang ikaw yun? Or
Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam.
Baka isip niya, this is just someone.
But knowing John, he would remember.
Okay.
He would remember. But the situations changed. He's still my idol. I was still shy to approach him. But when DJ Vice was playing in, I think, Chaos, him and her sisters were there to support. Kasi si DJ Vice, family friend nila. Si DJ Vice, ang wife niya, Filipina. So, they were all there in John's wedding. They were also there in DJ Vice's wedding.
Alam, doon ako nagulat minsan kay Jan nung like way before pa, like so we followed each other in IG. So pag nakikita ko yung mga posts si Jan, talaga bakit alam mo to?
Wild, no?
Oh, wild nung connection si Jan. Like eto bro, like I've been watching kasi yung before na I forgot this show in Netflix. Tapos nakita ko nagpost si Jan ng Shay Mitchell.
Shay Mitchell.
Yeah, like, nagpo-post siya ng ganito, ganyan. And during that time, I forgot the show, kung ano yung show na yun. Basta sobrang lakas nung show na yun sa Netflix. And then, biglang nakita ko sa post ni Jon, Shay Mitchell, I was like, Paano mo nakilala? And then nakita ko doon na parang cousin niya or something, ganun na parang godparent ng kid niya, si Shay Mitchell. I was like, how would you do that, bro?
Alam mo, there's something funny about Jon. One of our meetings, inasar ko siya kasi we were talking to someone and then he said na parang, oh, he's my cousin.
Uh-huh.
And then I remembered na in the past, lagi niyang sinasabi, oh, he's my cousin.
Uh-huh.
He's my cousin. Itong meeting na to, biniro ko na lang siya. Sabi ko, lahat na lang dyan, pinsan mo. Diba? Turns out, everybody's really his cousin. Diba?
Bro, connection ni Jon, iba talaga. Crazy.
Exactly. But anyway, I'll cut it short into how I really met him. So I met him in Chaos. We exchanged numbers. And after that, when I left City of Dreams, all of a sudden, he messages me.
Mm-hmm.
Parang, itong message na to, nakakatawa to. Ang haba, not your typical Jon Herrera.
Mm-hmm.
Yung tipong mahaba na feeling ko template lang.
Pero you guys hindi pa kayo nag-work together?
We're not working together.
Okay.
We're not working together. So this is the funny part. When I received that message, I was with Jen. Sabi ko kay Jen, babe, tinan mo, nag-message sa akin si Jon. And Jen knows na idol ko si Jon. Parang sabi niya, oh, sige, attendan mo. Parang, pero may tanong ako sa'yo. Yung message kasi niya, hindi yung typical na Jon. Yung parang, yo, you free? Mga gano'n. Yung message sa akin, parang mga...
Formal?
Parang formal. Parang, I wanna, are you interested in this? Parang, let's talk about business, come to my office, blah, 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 blah. So, parang templated. So, parang, of course, I don't know him. So, pinabasa ko kay Jen, sabi ko, babe, ano ba to? Binibentahan ba niya ako or nire-recruit niya ako? So, parang sabi...
Or can be both.
So, parang natatawa kami dalawa na parang hindi namin alam kung how to react. And all I just said was, yes, I'll go. Pagdating ko doon, turns out, hindi pa rin clear sa akin kung binibentahan niya ako or nire-recruit niya ako. I went into this BGC office. It's a law office, pero it's FWD Insurance.
I remember. Yeah.
Turns out, he was recruiting me to become one of his, part of his team. Doon na kami actually nag-meet ni Jon. And it wasn't even Jon that I first spoke with. I spoke with, I think, someone named Queenie. Queenie, yeah. And Jon wasn't even there. Hanggang sa, parang hindi ko alam kung sasabihin ko pagdating ko kay Queenie. Parang friends ba kayo ni Jon? Or ano ka ba? Recruit ka ba? Or client ka ba? I don't know what to answer.
Because I came here for Jon.
Then, turns out, I met him, had a few words, and then I'm in. Ito yung nakakatawa. Jon has this thing of, kahit hindi mo pa masyado naintindihan, oo ka na.
Yeah.
Alam mo yan?
Sa mga content creators natin, hindi and Jon knows it. Di ba, pag the way he talks na minsan hindi na intindihan ng mga content creator. Pero after that, na-absorb din nila.
Yes. So yun, that's how me and Jon met. I was unemployed in that year. And all of a sudden, Jon was there, suddenly picking me up. And I made a name for myself in that industry. I made money. We made money together. That's how I met Jon Herrera.
I remember that time, FW days. You know why? Kasi kumuha ko insurance sa inyo.
Binenta kita insurance.
Kumuha insurance sa inyo.
Ang laki ng kinuha. Sa mga nasa insurance industry, ito alam nyo to ha. Ang mga usual na insurance, 1.5 lang. 2.5, 5K. Malaki na yung 5K per month eh. Alam mo magkano kinuha ni Ryan Tanyada? 30K per month. Diba? Man, alam mo to. Pag mayroon kang 30K per month, superstar ka. That's how I made success in the insurance industry. I have guys like this. Ano, Ray, meeting tayo. Ano yun, bro? Okay, sige, pirma. Ray, asa na yung, check. Check.
Wala lang usap-usap. Usapan nila magkano.
Galing. Ryan is the youngest millionaire Filipino in Qatar. Doha. Diba? Yeah. So anyway, that's how we met Jon, no?
Yeah.
Fun times, no?
Alam mo yun, ang maganda parang like, the way we met Jon, parang detour siya lagi. Hindi, yung the reason why na bakit natin siya mamimit or makakatrabaho is hindi yun yung time na na-meet or nakatrabaho natin siya. It's something different pa pala.
Exactly.
It means somewhere down the line. Kaya rin, isa rin sa, lagi rin sinasabi ni Jon and isa sa mga laging nasa isip ko rin na parang, whenever you meet someone, hindi mo dapat binaburn yung bridge or alam mo yung keep that person pa rin sa'yo kasi hindi mo alam, it might not be now but maybe sooner or later down the line you guys will work something or magkakasama kayo kung saan man. So alam mo yun, dapat laging maganda yung connection mo with that person din talaga.
Exactly. Very well said. That Jon also preaches that thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we proceed, hindi lang kami ni Ryan nandito to, give a few words for our beloved brother Jon Herrera. Meron tayong a few people that we invited, of course. We have Steve Aoki. Let's go!
Yo, oy!
I did.
Nagulat ako doon, bro. Hindi tayo ready. Hindi ako ready.
Nagulat
Hindi ako ready doon.
Sige. Okay, tawagin na natin si Kim Kardashian!
Oy, wait lang. Hindi ako ready, bro. Wait lang.
Hindi. Sa mga viewers namin dyan, okay lang. Huwag kayong ma-surprise. But we're just making it light sa
Yes.
mga nakikinig, sa nanonood.
Pero knowing Jon, that's not impossible for Jon.
Yes, exactly. When we were in the States, bro,
Yes.
grabe. But anyway, we have invited some guests that in the most recent times before Jon passed, yung mga nakakasama ni Jon, nakakasama namin. And let's all welcome Miss KCD.
Yeah, Mami Jer. Ayan. Most of mga sa THOC fam, pagkakilala kay Miss KCD is Mami Jer. Yan ang usually kilala na or tawag sa kanya.
Exactly. Ito interesting yung mga kwento nito ni Casey tungkol kay Jon. Diba? Welcome,
Hi guys!
Casey.
Good
Welcome.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Ang gagwapo naman ng mga katabi ko.
Ganyan talaga.
Talaga, no?
Minsan, di ko na alam. Maniniwala ako kay Casey.
Uy!
Mami Jer, katabi mo si Jon dyan.
Pera muna ng upuan mo, Sir Jon. Boss Jon.
Yes. Anyway, Casey,
Yes.
siguro
Thanks for
I'll start.
having me.
Of course. And Jon would have loved for you to speak on his behalf. Siguro, Ray, I'll start with one question muna for
Go.
Casey. Siguro, Casey, how did you meet Sir Jon? And ano yung first impressions mo sa kanya?
How did I meet him? Years ago, parehas kami ni James. Embassy, yung mga panahon na yan.
Nightlife, mga nightlife to sila eh.
I saw his name on a poster
Okay.
because I was promoting Jaipur that time.
Jaipur.
So, syempre, katabi nun was
Manor.
Embassy.
Ay, hindi.
Hindi, Jaipur
Hindi.
katabi na
Magkatabi-
yan.
Ay,
Katabi siya
Jaipur.
ng
Iba pala
embassy.
inisip ko eh.
Ano ko nun? College, first year. So, sabi ko, Johnnyverse, ganyan-ganyan. Sabi ko, angas ito ah. Syempre kami, as a younger version, nilulook up namin agad kung sino yung mga pioneers and such. Knowing na, yun nga, nabanggit ni JV kanina na, by territory kami. Bagong salta ko sa The Fort. The Fort pa yun! BGC.
Actually, hindi pa sikat yung term na BGC before eh. The partition yung tawag eh.
Basta ako, inabutan ko BGC. Ewan ko sa inyong dalawa.
Iba.
Funny story kasi pangalan ng team ko yung BGC din.
Talaga?
Oh, yes.
Oo. Anong ibig sabihin ng BGC?
So sila Goodfellas, sila Styles, kami Baby Girls Crew.
Yo!
Saan ka ba?
Parang yung baby girls.
Oy, ano
Baby
yan?
girl kami talaga.
Excuse me, sabihin ko lang pag sabihin ko, nakakahiya naman sa mga kaibigan ko. Sorry kasi to cut you off Insert ko lang to Pag sinabi nilang yan, yung mga styles, entertainment, big time man yan.
Ah.
Pag sinabi mo, alimbawa, Strato, shout out kay Nick, birthday niya recently, happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday.
Ano yan, dancers, ganyan.
Okay.
Parang mga b-boy, hip-hop, ganyan. Pag sinabi mong Goodfellas, mga babaero.
Parang kinakabahan ako.
Yan. Pag sinabing Baby Girls Crew, puro chicks yan. Pag sinabing, pag alimbawa kami, naghahanap kami, Goodfellas, syempre, babaero nga kami. Dati yun. Ngayon, hindi na. So, yung Goodfellas, ba may mga nights kami na wala kaming pinopromote, saan tayo? So, may mga magsasabi, mga ibang sub-promoters na, dito tayo, nandyan yung Baby Girls Crew kasi puro chicks yan.
Yun yung
Pero
ano,
ang ganda ng market, kunwari,
yung business ko.
ang ganda ng market, kunwari, lalaki ka. Saan ako pupunta, di ba?
Tanungin mo si
Saan ako
Baby
pupunta,
Girls
di ba? Sa Baby Girls ko, di, puro, sabi, ikaw na nagsabi, puro girls dito, di ba? Bakit ako pupunta sa Goodfellas? Puro lalaki.
Punta ka sa Goodfellas, libre alak.
Oy, di ba? Doon tayo sa girls.
Siyempre, talaga yung purpose nun, kaya yun yung pangalan. So yun, seeing his name on that poster, alam ko na sila yung mga big time. And actually, ang idol ko naman nun was Patty.
Kaay, sister.
Hindi ko pa alam na nagkasal sila or what.
Pati Grant.
Si Pati ako, yes.
The
Pati, yeah.
Wife. Sorry, sabi pala siya.
Okay.
So yun. And then, nung fina-follow ko, pinapanood ko pa siya sa ETC nun eh.
Same, yeah.
Diba?
Kasama niya si Kim Jones, yung
sila talaga idol
ex-wife
ko
ni,
nun. Yung mga
ni
it
Jericho.
girls.
Yeah,
It girls nun.
sobrang it girl ni Patty that time, yeah.
Ayun, then na-research ko na sila John, sila Ace Ramos pa nga nun eh, kasi sila yung tandem nun. Yun lang, hanggang dun lang din ako na parang hindi naman kami nagka-work together kasi ang naging project ko was Ascend in BGC also. So, long story short, of course, na-meet ko si John first time shoot namin with JV na. After pandemic na yun.
Anong shoot?
Academy.
Kilala ko lang siya.
Academy.
Time
Okay.
pass lang.
Okay. The agency na.
Agency
Yes.
na.
Okay.
Pero kilala ko na talaga siya.
Who doesn't know John?
Oo, kilala na namin siya. And then, ang first impression ko sa kanya is typical, sorry, hindi naman. Amboy. Ganun.
Boy, yeah.
Pero hindi naman nag-stick sa akin yun because we were in a shoot. I was one of the managers of agency. So parang mas busy ako asikasuhin yung mga tao. Hi, John, ganun lang, meet Casey, blah, blah, blah. Nag-stick sa akin, syempre yung first day ng THOC na. Fast forward ko na doon.
Yeah.
Even if nagkakausap kami, online, di ba, may mga meetings tayo. So,
Kasi pandemic nun eh.
pandemic, online lang kami. Hindi naman talaga kami nagkaroon ng time na makilala ko siya. Until sabihin na sa akin ni JVA na siya yung parang magiging boss mo sa FEMI. Kasi siya yung agency dahil overall operations nga si JVA. So, ako, being the, career woman na ako nun, di na ako promoter eh. Nilabas ko yung, ang tawag doon? Diary ba yun? Planner
Journal.
ko.
Planner.
Nag-stuck na sa akin yung, na gusto pala ni John may notebook. Kasi, alam mo kung reason kung bakit ako naglabas ng planner? Kasi hindi ko siya maintindihan. Sobrang bilis niya magsalita.
Well, actually, yeah, true.
Si JV gusto kong, James, ang bilis niya magsalita. Tapos I had that courage na, sorry, John, can you speak a little slower? I don't understand. I can't catch up. Oh, okay. Tapos parang, dun na ako na, prepared ka na ba, KCD, na ang boss mo, ganito, ganyan, ang daming papagawa, blah, blah, blah. Okay, ako pa nga yung tipong, Sir John, ano bang gagawin ko as TM? Kasi medyo wala pa eh. Wala pa akong ginagawa talaga. First week, nung dumating na yung casting, naloka na yung hair ko. As in, ganon. Pero hindi, kinakaya ko lahat. And marami akong first experience sa kanya kasi ako, being a business-minded person, then, yung mga boss ko was really older. Never ako nagka-boss na medyo, 10 years gap or ganyan. So, yung pacing namin, kahit na halos magka-generation, iba din. Iba din kasi sa kanya, fast. Pag yung mga boss ko dating older talaga, medyo, hindi man petics, pero inahayaan na ako kasi alam na ganito, ganyan. Pero hindi, si John talaga, binantayan niya ako and isa siya sa Ay, isa pala ako yata sa unang pinaiyak niya sa THOC. Pero good yun.
I heard
good
the
yun.
story.
Good yun. Kasi, sa kanya lang ako nakarinig na ginamit niya yung anak ko on the
talaga?
situation.
Okay
Because
lang bang,
I'm a talent manager eh.
okay lang bang i-kwento dito? Or,
Oh, sige, go.
Okay, go.
Kwento ko. Pinatawag kami niya ako sa office noon. Parang, there was something. I really forgot na the scenario, but it was medyo parang, magtuturo siya sa akin kasi merong pagkukulang, ganyan. Tapos, bringing up niya na sa akin na, how about your kid? Tapos, na-stun talaga ako, ha? Bakit kasama yung anak ko dito? Think of them as your kids. Do you want your kids to grow up like that? Tapos, kaya yung mga stories ko, ewan ko na panood nyo, tough love. Yun yung sinabi niya sa akin na nag-stick na sa akin hanggang ngayon na you have to provide tough love. So, alam ko naman ang tough love. Pero syempre, as the years pass, 3 years, magti 3 years na ako sa THOC, dinadissect ko yung tough love na binigay niya sa akin kahit one word lang. Ito pa, opposites kami ni Jon. Maano siya, I'm a Capricorn. He's a Gemini. Sobrang mag-awa yan.
Kaya
Mag-awa
pala.
yun. Actually, oo.
Kaya pala.
Pero hindi ko naman yung dinadala on, on a personal level. Binalance ko na lang kasi syempre, boss ko siya eh. 'Di ba? It's more on, hindi naman ako naging pasaway. Pero yung tough love, ina-apply ko din sa sinasabi niya sa akin every time na meron akong pagkakamali or meron akong pagkukulang kasi gusto niya talaga ako strong as in like bato. Ang explanation ko kay Jon kasi I have to meet you guys halfway.
Yeah.
Because managing talents are managing people, as you've said. They're like my kids, but I shouldn't treat them like kids. Conflicting pa yun, may mga ganun pa ako. Luka-luka na ako, ano ba yan? Tough love. Anak ko, bla bla bla. Pero hindi. Nag-meet din kami somewhere. Kaya yung dating pagpupush-push niya sa akin, naging turn into happiness na palagi. Nagsisend na siya sa akin ng mga, ayun, halin mo yan,
Randomly.
ganyan. Tapos, yung eventually, naging smooth na rin kasi tumatawa na kami together on yung mga, tinan mo to case. Or, look at that case. Parang, ganun na yung naging relationship namin. Una at first talagang, ay nako, papagalitan na naman ako ni Jon, blah, blah, blah. Pero hindi. Kung ikaw kasi yung taong hindi ka limited dun sa sinabi ng feedback sa'yo, maganda mong maging ka-work si Jon. Dapat kasi yung feedback sa'yo, hindi mo siya pe-personalin.
Yes.
Or you wouldn't take it as negatively as always. Yes, there might be times na magka-clash kayo, but at the end of the day, it's still business.
Yeah.
Si JV din ang nagsasabi nun na, it's still business. So parang ako, yung naging, ano ba tawag doon? Yung anchor ko na lang sa kanilang dalawa is, I have to balance both. I have to balance both. Pero, alam ko kahit na kontra sa akin si Jon doon, sabi ko, that's what makes me stick and makes me here pa rin in THOC or in FMI because I really have to balance both. Yun. Plus yung tough love na win-workout ko pa rin, pero dahil dyan, alam niya. Gagawin ko pa rin siya forever. As a talent manager nilang dalawa.
Yeah, very nice. Since you tackled Casey, the style that Jon handles his business and of course his people, tayo. How do you think is his managing style? As you mentioned, you become tougher, you become ganyan. Can you give us something that really stick to you, like one scenario apart from the first time that he made you cry? Diba?
Scenario, ang dami. Pero mostly these are our conversations together. Hindi ko masabing place kasi minsan French exit po yan.
Sobra.
Nawawala. Nawawala. Sabi na lang, bala ka na case.
Hanggang ngayon, French exit tayo eh.
Di ba?
The problem is, pag nag-French exit siya before, merong nagpipigil sa atin sa kanya. Pero this time, wala nagpigil sa ibang bansa siya.
Siguro yung moments na pag nagagalit siya on a certain scenario, tapos i-chat niya sa akin the scenario, I explain to him. Kasi sabi ko, Jon, ikalma mo. Hindi naman ganun in words. Parang, Jon, I've got that handled. This is what happens. Then every time I see him, face to face, kalma na siya. So, ibig sabihin, pumasa ako sa kanya in a way. Siguro ganon na yung feeling ko na,
So parang meron ka palang examination para...
oo, syempre boss ko kayo eh. So parang laging may ganon, diba? Kahit na friends kami sa gabi. Sa umaga iba, trabaho pa rin and business pa rin. Ayun, yung mga memorable highlights ko siguro is during the fashion shoot.
Hindi ka, okay.
Kasi kahit na anong pagtatalo namin as talent manager niya and as boss, nakinig siya sa akin. Kung saan ako nahirapan and tinulungan niya din talaga ako.
Yung shoot ba na yun is yung dito, yung season 5 going to season 6?
Yes.
Okay.
Sila jury kayo.
Yes,
nila Becca. Kasi inaawitan ko lang siya noon na, Jon, kailangan talaga natin ng branding, blah, blah, blah. Gulat na lang ako, binigay niya.
Tsaka,
Considering all the resources we have, iniisip niya na, sige na, bigay, parang, sa akin lang, interpretation ko, sige, bibigay ko to kay Casey. Mukhang kailangan talaga ni Casey.
I mean, that was the best shoot I've ever been. Honestly, that is the best shoot I've ever been. Sobrang kumpleto niya, from the cameraman to videographer, makeup artist, stylist, everything. Yung tipong pupunta ka na lang doon, tapos sila nang bahala kung anong maging itsura mo, anong maging peg mo. Tapos napaka high quality talaga nung shoot na yan. Sobrang ganda na. That is the best shoot I've ever been.
Gusto niya matuto kami nun lahat eh.
Galing.
Even the talents, diba?
Magastos lang.
Totoo. Pero kaya laking nun, tuwa ko nun, kahit magastos siya. Shout out JL. Sir JB. Ayun.
Yeah, so, Casey, I mean, siguro, we appreciate that everything that you said about Jon. Siguro, last question. You've spoken about a lot of things about work.
Yes.
How about Jon as a friend? And with Jon as a friend, how is he? And if you have any message for him, now is the time.
Hindi ako iyak. How is he as a friend? I truly believe that he will have your back when you have his back also. Even if for a period of 2 years, hindi na kami araw-araw nakakapag-usap. Pero pag nagkausap ko siya or makapag-PM ako sa kanya sa isang bagay, he's always got the not result, more on, ito gawin mo. Solution. So, ganong klase din siyang kaibigan na nakikita ko na sasabihan kita, ito yung solution, bahala ka pag di mo ginawa. Pero, yung solution na binigay niya sa'yo could go miles away and timeless yung pagsabi niya sa'yo ng mga bagay-bagay. And, siya rin yung eye-opener sa team namin naman na, uy, makabago na, mag-AI na tayo. Ganon. So, even if he's older than me, na parang, siya yung nagsasabi sa akin na, uy, ano ka ba? Mag-evolve ka naman. Ganon. Ganon ko siya nakikita as a person, as a boss, and as a friend. He will try to help you on the best way he can and give you the best. Sometimes toughest, not just the best, but toughest advices that you will really use until, I don't know, years and years. And again, if I have a message for Sir Jon, lagi ko namang sinasabi yun, thank you. Dahil, hoy, wag mo iawat sa akin yun, Sir JV. Ano ba? Thank you kasi kung hindi dahil sa, lagi naman tayong dapat may black and may white eh. Doon siya sa tough part. Tsaka yung isa kasi easy part. Doon siya sa tough part. Kailangan talaga sa buhay mahirapan. So, yung message ko na yon, ang paghihirap, it's up to your choice. Pero if you do something about that paghihirap and surpass that, then everything's gonna be better. Yun yung message sa akin na gusto ko ibigay sa message sa mga tao.
Kausapin mo siya, may picture siya.
Uy, kakausapin ko siya. Ano ba yung reaction na yun? Parang ano Ano ba? Sir John naman eh. Thank you. Thank you for always being there for THOC through fun times and tough times. FEMI wouldn't learn, wouldn't grow without the one half of JV and John. And salamat sa mga libro. Pagpasensyahan mo na kung hindi pa namin nababasa lahat. Promise, babasahin po namin. And we love you so much. And wag mo kaming papabayaan. Tagalog, Sir John, kasi baka sana naiintindihan mo. And dahan-dahan lang yung pagsasalita mo pagka gusto mo kaming bulungan, Baka hindi maintindihan na naman ng team ko, sabihin ng team ko, Ma'am, di ko maintindihan si Sir John. Ayun lang. Props to you. Thank you for all the things that you've done for sa buong Pilipinas. And ayun. Rest in peace, my man.
Thank you so much,
Parang
Miss
di pa rin
KCD.
mapaniwalang
Grabe.
wala na siya. Parang di pa rin...
Pogi, no? Pogi. Buti lang yung picture, pogi. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mami
Yes,
Jer.
Casey, syempre, Casey just one of our guests that would give a few words sa atin, and in the eyes, baka kasi nagsasawa kayo na kami lang ni Ryan nagsasalita. Casey, thank you so much. Siguro, being me, knowing your relationship with John, siguro John has always been said na parang, yes, Casey needs a lot of work, needs a lot of toughen up, but he never really doubted you. Totoo. There are times that John would say a bunch of crazy things
Yeah.
to not just you. Hindi naman, naiyak na tuloy siya.
Sa comment bala ko naiyak. Hindi.
Bakit maraming beses namin na pag-usapan si Casey? Kasi Casey is in fact one of our first hires.
Yes.
So, he's proud of you, of how you change Casey. Daming times niyang sinabi sa akin na Casey will fold. Yun yung term niya eh. Yeah, Casey will fold. Yeah, she'll fold. Ganyan. But, throughout the years, pinakita ni Casey na kung ano yung kakayahan niya.
Yeah.
And John is very proud of you. Yun yung case.
Yung tough love siguro na in tough love na sinasabi lagi ni Jan to you, Mami Jer. Siguro sa'yo niya unang pinaramdam at pinakita yan. Yung tough love na gusto niyang ibigay mo sa mga talents natin. Sa'yo niya siguro unang pinakita at pinaramdam yun. Tough
Agree.
love. Yeah.
I would agree na gano'n.
And it's because he cared.
Yeah. Yes.
Kasi
Jan won't message you or won't talk to you if he doesn't care.
kung talagang kilala niyo si John, he will give his time sa'yo sa
Yeah.
simula. Pagka wala na siyang mapipiga, you will not hear from him anymore.
Yeah.
But if, like in the case of Casey, kung nag-PPM pa yan sa'yo ng madaling araw, at kung ano man, at first thing in the morning, it means he still cares and trusts
True.
you. So, Casey, thank you so much for the
Thank you.
message. Sabi mo, hindi kayo iyak, pero...
Hindi, doon ako sa dulo. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Mami
Kaya
Jer.
natin yan.
Thank you.
Yun, so thank you so much, Miss Casey D, our
Yes.
talent manager, talent head for...
Crystal Angel.
Yun.
How it started when I met John was I was an intern at an investment bank.
Parang alam ko na ako sa
You wear
doon.
full on slacks and everything is so formal.
Makakatanggap ka ng email sa kanya. Jill, correct me if I'm wrong. Makakatanggap ka ng email sa kanya. PowerPoint .ppt.
Daddyverse. Dad. Thank you for all the roles that you have played in my life.
Anong reason ba't kayo nag-meet ni John?
Okay. Actually, kanina dinedescribe nyo na you saw the potential and you also supported them. Met a lot of people already and you have touched so many lives already.